Hello and welcome into the Sorare Spotlight. I am Andrew Laird. You can find me as Lairdino on Sorare. Here today to talk about Gameweek 29, what we learned, or at least what we'll see. Maybe we'll learn something. And then a look into Gameweek 30. We've got some European nights coming this midweek, which hopefully explains some of the rotations we saw this weekend that may or may not have affected some lineups in some competitions in Germany. Anyway, that's the plan for today. Thanks everyone for coming in. I took the podium spot at first, but I'm willing to give that up. So Ryan Walter, Javik, and Hatlingham on the podium. Excuse me, Hatlingham. We learned that DNPs are just as annoying as ever. I'm not sure we learned that. I think we just knew. Sean Kennedy, what's up? YouTube's gone back to just using the @ handle or like the handles, which is kind of annoying. But anyway, D1872, what's up? Appreciate you coming in. I was looking at, well, actually, I haven't looked at anything yet because we just do that here. Mikey Baston, what's up? Thanks for coming in. So for those of you who follow my content regularly, this current game week, meaning the weekend one, was my first foray into Ligue 1 Super Rare. And I want to dive in while we go through all of the competitions and kind of the winning lineups of how different lineups are as you change scarcities. And maybe when we look, they're not all that different. I had a crushing DNP of an unknown injury that came up afterwards. And so it wasn't overly exciting in terms of rewards, at least for my super rare endeavor. But it has allowed me to get back into one of the things that I kind of had fallen out of doing when it comes to Sorare, and it's just looking for cards. And looking for players is a lot different than looking for cards. And I think when you play limited competitions, you're really looking for players because the cards are kind of always available. And when you move up in scarcities, they don't always have, there may not be rare cards available. There may not be super rare cards available. And so just because you found the right player doesn't mean that the cards are there. And it's a whole different game. And I think because of that, we're going to see that the leaderboards are quite different. And so we'll get into that. We'll get into the whole streaks updates, who successfully extended their streaks. If anybody hit the 5th streak this game week in any of the competitions that we're running. I believe I only hit in Bundesliga. I didn't hit in Ligue 1, which was super frustrating for the duos competition as well. I had one lineup that I thought was going to get there, and I don't even remember why it didn't. But I was fairly confident, and it turns out there was no reason for me to be confident, particularly with a midweek coming up where some of the players that I was relying on, let's just say, didn't deliver. And so, there's that. So let's check out the top players for the game week. This is where we go through, for those of you who don't watch this show regularly, this is where we go through and see a number of players who score 100 that we've never heard of and may have cards on the platform and may not. So we jump right in. Anton Ekaroth from, is that Hamcam? No way. Wow, it is. Just the flat 3 assists, 80, 20 all around, flat 100 there. But we have, let's see, Rafael Lipinski. Is that from Rodez? 40 all around with his 1 decisive. That's an assist as well. Let's see. Just kind of did everything. Oh, we got a triple. Wow, triple. You don't see that often. So let's see. The triple came from 5 net duels, 3 interceptions, and 5 tackles won. Wow, that is putting in the work. Let's see. I know Norgesland had a couple hundreds here. Justin Janssen, maybe it's Justin Janssen or Ustin Anson. I'm not sure. Anyway, that's 30 all around, and the does it just round? Maybe it just rounds. 65 all around. I think it just caps it there. But Noah Markman with 100. Oh, man. Markman was questionable to play. And as you can see here, I had him in one of my rookie card lineups, but I actually have 2 Markmans. And I only took the risk on one of them. And I was like, well, if he's going to play, I might as well captain him. So that actually looks pretty good. that I did that. Although I do have a rookie card challenge video coming later this week. It'll probably be tomorrow once everything is settled. But again, if you are looking for more Sorare content, I have a channel called Sorare with Laird, and within that channel, I have a couple of videos on this rookie card challenge I'm doing to see how far I can get playing U23 limited competitions. And actually, it wasn't really supposed to be just U23, although guys with rookie cards tend to be U23. And so I haven't played them elsewhere. I had an idea to play them in Arena or All-Star, but I've only done U23, but it's only of rookie cards. And so this lineup right here is an example of that, which you can't really tell from this screen. But I promise you that they're all rookie cards. But anyway, Noah Markman is part of that, and so he got his 100 there. Let's see who else we got. Lee Jae-won. So now Rocky. This guy, I believe, has the highest L5 in the game right now. Now, if you just look at his last, what is this, 7 games, which were partially last season and then only 4 games this season, but 55, 83, 89, 64, 94, 71, and a 100 this game week. L15 of 80, which, is a little bit sketchy just because he hasn't played that many games, but he has been excellent for Hanover recently. Andres Fernandez with 100. I had him, I think, in an Arena lineup. I did. The only Arena lineup I put in this weekend, and he scored 100 in Almeria's 3-0 win over Leganés. And let's see, Tony Fruch with a 100. There we go. Luke Browers, excuse me. Diarra Skeda. I wish we had his cards. He's just been excellent for Flamingo. Frankowski with 100. Oh my gosh. I'm saying oh my gosh because I almost bought Frankowski's. Oh man. I almost bought a Frankowski for my Ligue 1 endeavor. Oh, that is. Oh man. Big regrets. Anyway, Nico Williams with 100. Shout out Harry Trades. Eze with 100. Marco Asensio, who is one of the only players I don't have in my Fenner collection, he gets 100. Olise, Nuno Mensch came back from injury, completely unexpected. He gets 100. Some guy named Lionel Messi in MLS got 100. And then we have kind of the weaker scores here. Mason Greenwood, 99. Fraser Hornby, 99. I feel like Hornby's had a couple 99s. Is that Jorginho? My gosh, what did Flamengo do? We'll look into that in a second. Hold on. Hornsby, I thought, yeah, Hornsby's on a run here. 71, 65, 99. And then next up is Elversberg, who I believe, oh no, they're third now. They were top of the league. And then they play the Mighty Marvins the week after. Huh. Okay. I see you, Fraser. And then, let's check out this Flamingo game because we now have 2 guys who are scoring 98 or more. Maybe they were the only ones. All right. Danilo, 82. Is this like the Danilo we all know and love? Some old Juve cards. Different Danilo? No, it is the Danilo we all know and love. All right. So Danilo, 82. Augustin Rossi, 72. Jorginho, 98. Diarra Skeda, who does not have cards, 100. There's Jorge Carrascal back from Russia, I guess. He's probably been there for a while, and I don't even know. Nicolas De La Cruz, 50. Was there a red card? My God. This seems like way too many big scores. And it looks like everybody got one penalty, own goal. That's tough. Man. Just dominant. But again, we don't have Arasqueta's cards anyway. So, but we'll move on. There's George Bello, Elliot Anderson. Not bad. Not bad. ZM Star said, I hit 500 points in Division 1 La Liga. Look like I'm going to finish in 25th. That sounds like a very high scoring La Liga. And maybe we should we just start in La Liga? I was going to start in the Prem because people, everybody likes the Prem, but I'm happy to to start in La Liga. So let's do that. Quinny, what's up? I think this is your, let me just take a second here to accept an offer from Quinny. There we go. All right, Quinny, that card should be on his way to you. Hopefully at some point. Anyway, all right. So La Liga. Sorry, my computer's slowing down a little bit for some reason. Here we go. What did it take to win La Liga this week? It took Juan Musso, who started ahead of. Oh, that's right. Mikey Basson is right. There is another game tonight. Does it show us here? So it does not anymore. I forget who's playing tonight. I suppose we could just look. I don't think it's. Let's see. Who plays tonight in La Liga? There you go. Espanyol Sevilla. Okay. And we've got Al Duhail against Al Ittihad right now. So a bunch of people we know. There's Benjamin Boragoat, Luis Alberto, Marco Verratti, Benzema, Piatek, Sim Awar, Diaby. How about that? Anyway, first place in La Liga Division 1 Limited. Juan Musso starting for Jan Oblak. Excuse me, he's not Spanish. Dean Heisen, Jude Bellingham, Lamine Yamal, and Fermin Lopez. Not the cheapest of lineups out there, but it won $2,000. So we got that going for us, or at least Jexus does. 544.5 points. Second place, Joan Garcia. Oh, wow. This is a straight Barca Real Madrid. Garcia, Heisen, Bellingham, Mbappe, captain, and Yamal. Other than Mbappe was actually the lowest scoring outfield player in this one. 542.53. That's OKLM. And then my Lacanus, 538.37 to come in third. Joan Garcia, Jules Koundé. So a Barca defensive stack. Bellingham, Mbappe, Yamal. So it seemed like it was a game week of Real Madrid and Barcelona defensive stacks with Yamal. Barcelona win 4-0 against Athletic Club. And then Real Madrid with the kind of disappointing 2-2 draw against Elche. And then let's see, 25th is where ZM Star was going to finish. I guess I have to just pull up the entire leaderboard to see that. All right, 25th. What does 25th place look like? Eskandel, shout out Harry Trades, Catania, Bellingham, Mbappe, captain, and Yamal. That is a heck of a lineup. $2% lineup bonus won it for him. For the top guy here. It's not the same lineup, though. So it's, Real Mateus, what's up? The Elche doing great early this season. Yeah, this early season. 6% lineup bonus for the top spot. Oh, because was Musso like a 0? How do I see? Isn't there a way to see the bonus? Maybe we just have to do it this way. $7 bonus. 7% boost. Even better. Bonuses. Here we go. Yeah. Wow. So Musso, it must have been Musso because Heisen, Bellingham, Yamal, and Fermin Lopez certainly aren't going to be 100 points in card bonuses. But that includes the captain, obviously, with Yamal. Good shout, Andreas. They also finished 11th in Bundesliga D3. Wow. And then another Barca lineup here in Division 2, which will be in Division 1. Yeah, Musso was L15 of 0. Okay. Here's Garcia, Koundé, Dani Olmo, Yamal, and Garcia. That's Eric Garcia and Joan Garcia. And then some top Bundesliga, another top La Liga. Jexus knows what they're doing. So let's see if he got the 5th streak as well, winning. Did he get the 5th streak? I didn't click in there, or I didn't. Oh, we did. 5th streak there. Let's go. Actually, I guess I could just pull up. Let's see. This is the La Liga, only one. This is back-to-back game weeks now, back-to-back like La Liga game weeks that they because we had an international break there. But yeah, good spot there, 1872. So yeah, this got the 5th, hit the 5th streak. Let's actually go back. Let's see what they did for all 5. So that was the 5th streak. Let's see. Game week. What was the last game week we said? Oh, these aren't going to work. So that was an international break. 20. So it was 25 was the last one. So they got the 4th streak with this lineup: Courtois, Carreras, Frankie de Jong, Julian Alvarez, classic, and Yamal, captain. 421. And then 23, Prem La Liga. Here it is: Courtois, Huijsen, Tchouameni, Mbappe, and classic Jude. So that's a straight Real Madrid stack home against Villarreal. No complaints there. Actually, they might have done it a couple times. This is the one that hit the one before that: Iñaki Peña, Affengruber, Tchouameni, Oyarzabal, and Fermin Lopez. Love that. I bet. Oh no, this one didn't hit it. So 380 for the 2nd streak there. Did they? Yeah, no, they didn't. And then, I mean, I think this is a pretty common thing that we see of people using kind of like lesser teams to start. This is the one that got the first one. Dimitrovic. Oops. Dimitrovic, Rafa Marin. My Zoom is, there we go. Bellingham, Mbappe, Alvarez. So maybe not the cheapest one. So really that 5th streak down to Oblak's absence as a way to fit those 4 outfielders in without a 0 keeper. Let's see. What did he need? You needed, I mean, he smashed it. He didn't need the bonus. Like the top one is 460. 460, right? Yeah. And he got 544. I mean, as we see, he won. So yeah, congratulations to Gexus as the only one to hit the 5th streak this game week in La Liga. 3 people hit the 4th streak. 274 hit the 3rd, 257 hit the 2nd, and 2,580 hit the 1st. Obviously, this is the first game week of the La Liga duos. And so 1872, yeah, the 4 streaks, it's 420 and then 480. Yeah. So yeah, first week of duos, which doesn't need 360 for the first streak. It's 380. But we'll just remind everyone. 360 for the first, 380 for duos, 400 for the 3rd streak, 420 for the 4th streak, and 460 for the 5th streak. But Ty said, I missed a Lamine in a craft today, spent every clue possible, but then made the wrong choice. I mean, it happens. It happens. Yeah, I mean, you couldn't get all those cards in if it had to have a keeper with a normal L15. There's no cap though, Mike. I'm not sure I'm following. Like you don't get, it's a 4% less score, but it's way, I mean, it smashed it. So it gets there regardless without the Juan Musso 0. Obviously it helps, but in the end, they didn't really need it. Let's see. Can we just go back to, yes, we can. How about that? All right. And then in rare, let's see. I don't think anyone hit it in rare. Yeah, nobody has hit it in a while. Two people hit the fourth one in rare. Yeah, 1872. I agree. He probably won it because of they won the competition because of the 4% bonus, but the streak was there anyway. So actually, with the fifth streak, I mean that's $3,000 just raw score, raw winnings, and then I think they said they had a 7% bonus, so that's pretty good. So first place in rare: Garcia, Kunde, Fermin Lopez, Yamal, and Mbappe. So not all that different. 567.22. Second place: Garcia, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Bellingham, Yamal, and Mbappe. So it's a lot of Yamal and Mbappe. Fermin Lopez, and yeah. Actually, we didn't look at. I just want to look quickly to see if Division 2 and Division 3 in limited were any different. No. Garcia, Kunde, Bellingham, Yamal, and Mbappe first place in Division 2, and first place in Division 3. This looks much lower, 485. Musso, Huizen, Luis Mia, Yamal, and Lewandowski. No Mbappe. Oh, there's Mbappe. This is a Barcelona stack in second place in D3. Garcia, Kubarsi, Lopez, Ferran Torres from Barcelona, and then Mbappe. All right. On the rare side, yeah, it's still, I mean, I'm guessing on the super rare side, we're going to see Mbappe, Yamal. Fourth place here was a Vallecano stack, defensive stack. Batalla, Lejeune, and then Bellingham, Mbappe, Yamal. La Liga is either Yamal, Mbappe captain for wins, which isn't really a shock. Yeah, I mean, it was a Madrid and Barcelona day. Joan Garcia, Kubarsi, Lopez, Yamal, Mbappe from Pranksy here with a Mbappe super rare thrown in for fun. Pranksy had a pretty good week this week. So I'm guessing super rare has Mbappe and Yamal as well, and it's probably Pranksy. Yep, there it is. So first place, Joan Garcia, Eric Garcia, Jude Bellingham, Yamal captain, and Mbappe. That's 5 uniques, 3 in-season uniques. And Pranksy won so much this game week that I'm not sure I'm even going to be able to load all of it. But right now, 52,000 in winnings, which actually I thought it was higher than that. As absurd as that sounds when I just said it out loud. But the La Liga lineup was $4,000 as the top prize in La Liga Super Rare, thanks to the 5 uniques, 3 of which were in-season uniques. Pranksy added $14,000 to that, 356% boost. So he won $18,000 with this lineup here. He also finished first in Ligue 1 Super Rare with the same thing, 14,000, same 356% boost. We'll get into that in a little bit, but that's wild. So he finished first in MLS unique, first in La Liga Super Rare, first in Ligue 1 Super Rare, first in Ligue 1 Rare, first in Jupiler Super Rare, second in MLS Unique, third in MLS Unique, sixth in La Liga. This is nuts. Oh, third in MLS Super Rare. Yeah, I mean, I can't even keep looking at this. GG's, Pranksy. My gosh. Can you get a full La Liga team of playing Garcias? I don't know. It's a good question. If my last name was Garcia, I would try, but it's not. Surabuji, Bataya, Rachu, that's the Vallecano stack. Oh, and Pep Chavarria. But then Fermin Lopez and Yamal captain. That won $2,000. And then Basil, who I believe has a Yamal unique, he does, also had the Vallecano defensive stack away to Oviedo. Arda Guler unique, and then Mbappe super rare captain and Yamal. Not bad. So really, it was just a Yamal and Mbappe week in La Liga. And then it was either a Barcelona defensive stack or Vallecano. And then we saw we saw Bellingham as the midfielder. We saw Arda Güler, Fermin Lopez. So that was it. Yeah. Vallecano, Yamal, Mbappe, and maybe Garcia, however many Garcias you want. All right. That's La Liga. Let's do the Prem because people like the Prem. Let's see. Where's my Prem? These are my Prem streak stats we'll get into in a second. I'm going to skip common because I'm just going to. Lucky Ricky wins first place in Prem with a Nottingham Forest stack away to Liverpool. Is there another Prem game today? Yes. Man United against Everton. Excuse me. I forgot about that. So these are not final, but this is a pretty good one. $2,500 currently for Lucky Ricky here. Matt Sells, Nikola Milenkovic, Elliot Anderson, captain, Igor Jesus, and Murillo. Or maybe it's Murillo with a 100. Wow. Second place, Aladdin Jr. has Bart Verbruggen and Marcos Senesi, Enzo Fernandez, classic captain, Yankuba Minta, and Jean-Claire Todibo. That is 485.3 points. Currently sitting second in Prem Limited, Division 1. Third place, Robin Rofs, away to Fulham, Ruben Diaz, Enzo Fernandez, Minta, and Nico Williams, 100. That's 484 points and currently sitting third. So not the week of stars in the Prem in Division 1. 533. Is this Lucky Ricky? Oh my gosh. Lucky Ricky won first place in Division 1 and Division 2, or winning. Division 2, Sells, Murillo, Elliot Anderson, Callum Hudson-Odoi, and Nico Williams. This is incredible. This is absolutely incredible. Second place. Oh, so 1872 said that top three is an Optus sweat if I've ever seen one. 486.15, 485.3, and 484. But Lucky Ricky, man, so just obviously switches the lineups and wins first anyway. Are they in Division 3 too? No, okay. All the Forest stacks in Division 2, except Lucky Ricky's, who was in Division 1. And then 534 wins Division 3 with this basically the same stack. Sells, Murillo, Anderson, Minta, and Gibbs White. Was Gibbs White in that Division 2 one? No. Hudson-Odoi, different hyphen. So it's just the week for Forest stacks at Anfield to just clean up. Genuinely incredible. So we had two 100s along the back line. Sells with 79. Anderson with 98. It's incredible. Absolutely incredible. Yeah, do we now target Liverpool? Gosh, how about that? Let's see. Was everyone in rare bold enough to go with a mostly here? Let's see. Oh, not complete. No, just only three. Leno, Nico Williams, Elliot Anderson. That's 264 raw points right there. Raul Jimenez, home against Sunderland. He had a goal. And then Yehor Yarmolenko, who I've never heard of, from Brentford with a 30. A 30. Come on, you Gunners, with a second place currently. 4-7 is 20 points back. Dean Henderson, Max Lacroix, so a Crystal Palace defensive stack. Oh, Chris Richards as well, as they win 2-0 away to Wolves. Declan Rice, captain, 75 in the 4-1 drubbing in the North London derby. And then Minta from Brighton. This feels like any given week. There's the Forest stack. Sells Murillo, Gibbs White, Jesus, and Milinkovic. 2 Fulham, 2 Forest, and 1 Brentford for the win. Maybe not the win, but they're winning right now. Isn't it just 1? Wait. No, this is 3, 4. Oh, no, I'm sorry. You're right. 2 Fulham, 2 Forest, and Brentford. Yeah. Man, that's wild. And then let's see, Division 2. There's the stack everybody wanted this week. Sells Williams, Anderson, Jesus, and Gibbs White. Second place, Ndoye instead of Jesus, and then Gibbs Milinkovic instead of Gibbs White. And then Bronx. Wow. Henderson, LaCroix, Eze from the Crystal Palace collection, and he refuses to open it because he needs it for these guys, or at least for this one. Adrian Truffert and Minta. Sid, what's up? Hola to you. Got the 3rd streak in La Liga, now to the big chases. Let's go. I know Sid's probably just like jamming in the Real Madrid stacks, which, hey, Sid's a Real Madrid guy. He's a real one, so it's all right. And then let's see. Did anybody win Division 3 with a Forest stack? Of course. Sells Murillo, Anderson, Evanilson from Bournemouth, home against West Ham. That was 2-2, and there's Senesi again. Okay. What a week. Surely a Forest stack 1 in super rare, right? Chonks FC, sells Williams, Anderson, Milinkovic, and Jesus. Love it. $5,000. Second place is a Forest stack. Third place is a, oh, no. Let's see. We got a little Chelsea. Oh, hold on. Robert Sanchez, 2-0 away to Burnley. Max LaCroix was the captain of this lineup. Not Eze, not Enzo Fernandez, not Ekitike. LaCroix, 77. Eze was really the only one that would have been higher. Fun one. Very fun one. What a week in the Prem. And then, let's see. Our streaks, nobody's hitting the 5th yet. 14 hit the 4th. We still have only one person who has hit the 5th streak in Prem Limited. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nobody has hit it in rare yet. Still waiting. Unbelievable. It's like a unicorn, whether you can catch them or not. Sorry, I'm just had to get that notification out of the way. So La Liga we saw was Yamal, Mbappe, Bellingham, Dean Heisen, and in the Prem, we've got Nico Williams, Elliot Anderson, Morgan Gibbs White. That's how you win. Let's check out the Bundesliga. So the Bundesliga had some issues this week because Joshua Kimmich did not play. First place, Karimi with a Gladbach stack, defensive stack. Moritz Nicholas and Kevin Dix. I think it's Dix. Is it Deeks? I don't know. 176 combined. Olise 100. Kane 68. David Ram 75 without a decisive. Nice of David Ram to finally come back. That's a heck of a lineup. And here is Paul. I don't know what Paul's last name is. Paul used to work for Sorare, does not work for Sorare anymore, but is still playing and winning $1,000 here with Gulashi, Willie Orban, Aliesh Garcia, Harry Kane, and Captain Olise with the Halloween edition card or special card. Kane is actually, and Garcia is the Halloween. So we're looking at like a Bayern Kane Olise, really. And then defensive stacks from elsewhere. And it looked like Bayer Leverkusen were going to cruise in theirs. And then, of course, they conceded and ruined what I had going. And then third place, Mello 7, Galashi, Ram, Olise, Kane, and Schlotterbeck, who scored 81 despite Dortmund allowing 3 goals with his last man tackle. Oh, he drew a penalty. Silly. So that's Division 1 for you. So I don't have like the superstar Bundesliga cards, and I don't play La Liga and Prem, which is why I haven't brought anything up here. But so I had Gulashi and Ram. I had Upamecano here, and then I thought Amiri and Nusa would be great, but then this lineup was cruising until it wasn't, until they conceded this Flecken, Bade, Garcia. And then, yeah, the defensive stack in a game with 6 goals is probably not optimal. But I did hit the streak, the second streak, so I'll be going for the third. And D1872 said, I got streak 5 in Bundesliga Limited. Let's see. How many people joined you? 6. We have 6 people who hit the 5th streak in Bundesliga Limited this week. Congratulations to those 6. 46 people hit the 4th streak. And I was one of these 2,838 who hit the 2nd streak. And then let's see. We are now 5 game weeks in a row with nobody hitting the 5th streak. And frankly, nobody hit the 4th in rare. And so that looks like it's getting a little tougher. But 1872, congratulations to that $1,000 prize by hitting the top streak. Division 2, Mad God here. Moritz Nicholas and Nico Elvedi. Like Gladbach, they were so bad, and now it seems like they're just smashing every game week. Yeah, defensive stack works as long as you avoid Nuka-Letts, who I actually have. Honorat with the 76. I guess it's really just the defensive stack. And Heidenheimer just that bad that it worked out. Olise, Jonathan Burkhart, and David Ram. Tyler CFC, Nicholas Dix, Garcia, Kane Olise. Kane Olise is probably turning into the Yamal Mbappe. It's not that bad, actually. And here's the 3-man. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Dahmen from Augsburg. Double Gladbach, and then double Leipzig. Diomande scored again. Got another decisive. And Willie Orban. Diomande has been absolutely awesome lately. A rookie card I should have picked up and didn't. Even actually, I don't know if these matches count, but 82, 76, 79, 77. Decisive in 4 straight games, and now plays Gladbach. And then, is that Mainz? No, Frankfurt, excuse me. Flying. See if I assume this price. Yeah, that's the price chart of a player who is getting decisives in every game. And then third place. Oh, this is third. Sorry. And then Division 3 is what I meant to say. Sorry. Nicholas 2202, Nicholas Elvedi, Asan Odreago, who I think he has rookie cards too. I'm really blowing it here with these rookie cards. Oh, man. I knew it. Oh, and the only one on the market. Oh, man, I knew it. Meaning I scouted him before and then didn't buy. Anyway, Burkhart and Baumgartner closing that out. Blez, 120% trades. Dahmen, Dix, Honorat, Marco Gruel. Wow. And Ritsu Doan, finally. And then Enzo S. with the Gulashi, Matsima, Seawald, Tabakovic, and Dix. Wow. Yeah, Leipzig are scoring well pretty much lately. Don Q, you're right. Man. All right. Do we see Kane and Olise in rare? We do. Nicholas, there's Ouedraogo. Schlotterbeck, Olise, and Kane. 566. Wow. That's a lot of points. Second place, Gladbach, full Gladbach stack, which is like the second or third. And then Mark, oh no, he's even got the Gladbach logo in his name with the, let's see, what Dix, Elvedi, Honorat, Tabakovic. Yeah, same lineup, but just different. It must be different bonuses. This one is all in season, and this one, the Honorat, is classic. So maybe they didn't have it, but that's the difference there. A 12-point difference. Wow. And oh no, I'm sorry. And obviously different captains. When you captain 100 versus when you captain 76, that's the difference. Okay. Gladbach have turned their form frown upside down for real. Oh, back to back for Dylan. Okay, he's heating up a little bit. In form, if you will. D2, peace, love, and understanding. Let's go. Damen Matsima says an Augsburg defensive stack against Hamburger. Excuse me. Olise captain 100. Good job. Schick and Tillman, the attacking stack. Schick clearly putting the international break behind him in a good way. Yellow collector in playing rare cards here. Rano, Schlotterbeck, Olise, Kane, Aliash Garcia. Fun lineup, but more just Kane and Olise. But here we have, see, this is like, I'm not playing Bayern. I'm going to play Gulashi and Rahm from Leipzig, Garcia and Schick for Leverkusen, and Schlotterbeck from Dortmund. Who needs Bayern? Do they have a game today? Like, does the Bundesliga have a game today, or are they done? I would assume they're done, but you never know. Reims, Man United, they seem to be done. Okay. And in super rare, this is where I'm expecting to see Kane and Olise. Gulashi, Rahm, Olise, Kane, Schlotterbeck. My goodness, what a lineup that is. That's Schweberman winning $4,000. Congrats there. That's 4 in seasons, and then the classic Olise. Zocker, 7D1, finished second at 633. Nicholas, Dix, Honorat, so Gladbach. Oh, Honorat, unique. That's fun. And then Schick Tillman up top. And then Fabian VFL Trader, who I've done some deals with a full Gladbach stack there. Honorat Classic, and then in-season super rares for, Rocco Reitz making it in there, and Harris Tabakovic. $1,000 there. Luka Magic in fourth with a Leverkusen stack. 4 in seasons, Flecken, Tapsoba, Garcia, Jonas Hoffman? Did he start? Oh, I have a Jonas Hoffman rare and limited. One's a jerseyman, one's a 1 of 100, I think. Or I think it's a 1 of 100. Did he? Oh my goodness, look at that. So he's got a goal, at least one goal in 3 of his last 4 starts. The only one he didn't was against Freiburg. He didn't start against Bayern. And in Freiburg, he just didn't do anything. The last few games he doesn't play midweek, is out of Champions League squad. Makes sense. So he's not going to play against Man City, but then they've got Dortmund next weekend, which isn't great for the Dortmund people or the Leverkusen people. But anyway, that's a great one. And then, yeah, as a reminder, these are the streak data. So it's still by far I was going to say the easiest, but this isn't easy, but it's been the most, Sorare managers have had more success hitting the 5th streak in Bundesliga than any other. And even if you removed the 74 here, it's probably still the highest. 22, 28 people minus, or ignoring the 74 there. All right, that's Bundesliga. We did not do Liga. So Liga 1 had the duos competition. I failed it. My huge apologies to everybody who joined me. First place in this is a weird week because PSG won 3-0 against Le Havre, but they not that many, like tons of injuries. Nuno Mensch finally coming back, which was a weird one. But we did have Marseille playing well. So we have Dominic Grief from Lyon, Malang Sarr from Lens. That was 0-0, and then 1-0. Lens beat Strasbourg 1-0. Warren Zaire Emery, Igor Pakshaw, and Mason Greenwood, Captain 99, is a pretty good one. So that was first place, 537. Wow. Second place, Kofi, who won 1-0 away to Toulouse. Laird, 5-1 win by Marseille away to Nice. Not that one is shocking. 5-1 is probably pretty shocking. I'm not going to put this on the same level as Forest winning at Anfield, but the scores we saw from Marseille away to Nice, I think, is surprising, regardless that they're better. It's something. João Neves, 91 captain. Kvaratskhelia got an assist, and then Greenwood there. So I guess we do see some. I don't think Vitinha scored well, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Vitinha 51. Kvaratskhelia was off the bench. I forgot about that. So kind of a lucky one here, but sometimes you know what they say, better to be lucky. And then we have a Marseille stack sort of in third place, Pavard, Pakshaw, Greenwood, João Neves, and Grief from Lyon in third. That's third place. Division 2, Grief, Udall, Neves, Baidu, and Greenwood. So it's kind of funny to see a double defender from Lens, but not Robin Risser. But it looked like if you didn't have Greenwood, as I say that, we've got one without Greenwood. Chevalier, Udall, Zaire Emery, João Neves, and Barcola. This is like João starts normally, but Zaire Emery and Barcola. Did we decide Barcola was off the bench? I can't remember. It was Barcola and Kvaratskhelia both scoring off the bench, saving people. Not bad. And then third place, Chevalier, Mandy, Zaire Emery, João Neves, and Barcola. So yeah, it's João Neves and Zaire Emery. Obviously, when you're in the 90s, it's going to work out. Or you're going to see more of those up near the top. Emerson from Marseille with Kofi, Greenwood, Zaire Emery, João Neves. Let me see what the streak. Here we go. So 10 people hit the 5th streak in Ligue 1 this weekend. Holy moly. That's in limited, and 2 hit it in rare. So 4 hit the 4th streak just before the international break. I don't know if it's 2 in that 4 or not. It has to be, actually, because nobody else was there. Have hit the 5th streak. That's huge. 10. I'm not sure that many people hit it before this, but that's a lot. 10 people. And my lineups were terrible this week. And PSG kind of rotated a lot. This was my highest scoring one. So I had a good lineup here somewhere. So I had Mandy, Chevalier, Mandy, Del Castillo, or maybe Haroldson, who didn't even start, Del Castillo, I don't even know and Donham or Cresswell, maybe. Maybe I didn't have a good lineup. I certainly didn't extend my streak from 0 to 1. Let's see. Let's check out rare. Greenwood, Aubameyang. Oh, yeah, we didn't see Aubameyang much there. But there's João Neves. Oh, my gosh. Oh, it's Pranksy. Right. Grief, Baidu, João Neves, classic super rare. Sen 54 Giz, Donovan Leon, Rasmus Nicolason, Romain Del Castillo, Pakshaw, and João Neves. I guess just everybody had to have João Neves. Just kind of frustrating because I don't have one. And right on cue, we have a lineup without one. Grief, Chardonnay, Vitinha, Greenwood, Zaire Emery. The classic Vitinha from Porto. Love that card. Okay. Division 2 in rare. I don't compete here, so Chevalier, Pavard, Zaire Emery, Barcola, and Greenwood. Okay, here we go. This is no Greenwood, no João Neves, no someone else. Who else did we have? It wasn't Vitinha. Either way. Kofi, Clinton Mata, Christian Caceres, Aubameyang, and Mandy. Won $300 in Division 2 rare. That's a fun lineup. And then just behind that, Donovan Leon, Emerson, João Neves, Greenwood, and Balerdi. All right, let's look at super rare because this is where I'm curious. And I know that Pranksy won this one. Herve Kofi, Jordan Teze, Zaire Emery, Kvaratskhelia, captain, and Aubameyang. So that's an in-season Kofi, Aubameyang, Teze, uniques. Classic unique Kvaratskhelia celebration edition and classic unique Zaire Emery. I do love this one. As a reminder, Kvaratskhelia didn't start. Bambi finished second. Chevalier, Zabarny, Vitinha captain, Greenwood, João Neves. I'm not sure he captained the lowest player. Probably wins with a Greenwood captain. I'm a duck quack. Kofi, Emerson, Zaire Emery, Greenwood, and Felix Correa. I feel like Kofi's been really good lately. I keep looking. Yeah, I mean, look at that. He gets a clean sheet and you're just flying. Now, the clean sheets have come against Lorient, Auxerre, and Toulouse. They now play Lens and Nice next. So yeah, there's that. Okay. Oh, and Bambi finished fourth also. Chevalier, Beraldo, Vitinha, Greenwood, Zaire Emery. Yeah, that works. That works. All right. That's Ligue 1. We'll do JPL quickly. I never know who any of these guys are, so I apologize. So we've got Kuzmin, Siket, Hainen, K-Rod, and Sace. So we've got the two Bruges defenders, but the Anderlecht goalie, a Genk midfielder, and then a USG forward. Now, as a reminder, JPL is kind of the hardest one streaks-wise. We've got 4 people who hit the 4th streak. Nobody hit the 5th. So, but 2,000 people started a new one. And we still only have 1 person who has gotten the 5th streak in rare. So we've got, what is that? 3 in limited and 1 in rare. Man, that is tough. Lord Sun, Kuzmin, Michele, Vanaken. Oh, the Vanaken. What a card that is. Stoikers and Bayram. And then 3rd place, Youngdahl. Wow. Michele, Ryotaro Ito, Stoikers, and Haspelat. Oh, I love seeing Haspo there. All right. Okay. Division 2, excuse me. Rofe, Michele, Vanaken, Stoikers, and Burgess. And then Division 3. I'm just going to quickly go through because I don't know anything. Oh, we've got a Bruges stack here of Sace. That's very similar to the Stoikers and Kuzmin. Hold on. Oh, no, that didn't have Vanaken, the one in first. Yeah, it was like these 3. Okay. Rare. Does anyone here in chat, do you guys play Jupiler and have found it like very difficult streak-wise? I mean, the stats say it's difficult. But I'm curious, like how many people feel like confident in it. Like we had 56 people hit the fourth streak one game week in limited. And since then, like 11, it looks so hard. But Renji Bolton, way to be. Layson, Sace, Vanakin, Siket, and Rafiki Saeed. Tobe Layson with a clearance off the line. Or is that a last man tackle? Last man. I get those mixed up all the time. Okay. Burgess. Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, basically, Bruges win 1-0. So the defensive stack works. Vanakin was the one who scored. So it works out perfectly for the Bruges stacks. USG clean sheet. That's just what wins. Simple as. Oh, and an Anderlecht clean sheet. Got it too, right? So Pranksy won it with this lineup here. Nacho Miras from Mechelen. Wow. Unique. Kevin McAllister, unique. Vanakin, super rare. Hugo Siquet, super rare. And Kevin Rodriguez, in-season unique. King of Paname, Youngdahl. So a Westerlo defensive stack. Ooh, Haspo card. Amenta and Ito. All right. An Il Fenomeno. Gabriel. Wow. So the Vanakin unique is very fun. And then these 3 in season, 2 of which were special editions. All right. We'll do Eredivisie. First place, 461. That literally, hold on. 461 just gets the streak. Oh no, this is Bundesliga. Excuse me. Hold on. I have Eredivisie. Here it is. So nobody hit the 5th streak in Eredivisie. It's only been 4 total in limited and nobody in rare. So actually, I guess Eredivisie is just as hard. Eredivisie was hard. It looks like it's hard every week now. So we've got Branderhorst, Marani, Goose Till Captain, Dylan Vente, and Mathis Surrey. So I can confidently say I have never heard of 3 of these guys. Limpy said, I went for the 5th streak and limited this game week. Didn't even get close. So you were one of the 17 who hit the 4th streak last week. But then 449 is second. Wellenruther, Marani, Rezink, Goetz, and Stein. Don't know them. Branderhorst. So I guess Branderhorst had a last man tackle. Yori Bass, Rezink, Goetz, and Taha. That's a Groningen stack. Excelsior. No, I'm sorry. Ajax. 2 Ajax players and a loss at home to Excelsior. Goodness gracious. What has happened to Ajax? Was that the only... Like if Branderhorst was he the highest scoring goalie and didn't even get a clean sheet? No, I don't want, sorry, top players here. Position, goalkeeper. Oh wait, Eredivisie is like near the bottom, isn't it? Yeah, here we go. Okay, so we had Kovar from PSV got a 76. I wish they would show the scores. And that was the only clean sheet in the Eredivisie this week. Jeez. I mean, that's hard. I failed on the 4th as well. Twente injury time conceding, knife in the heart. Oh. Limpy said, I skipped last game week because of the bad matchups. Didn't expect PSV to beat AZ 5-1. That's a lot. That's tough. All right. Rare, Brandonhorst, Salah, Edine, Browers, Hornkamp, and Brauda. So Jiz Hornkamp, who everybody was dying to play for the duos, he gets there. El Korani with a clearance, the last man tackle. And then a PSV stack for third place. Kovar, Morrow Jr., Veerman, Perisic, Gaziorowski. Actually, let me go back to limited for a second. It was only 380. Although, yeah, I mean, maybe I guess 100 people in Division 1 got there. Plenty of people. And then what do we got for super rare? Brandon Horst, Marani, DeWitt, Luka Kalinovic, and Kaj Sierhuis. Oh, Brees, let's go. Kovar, Williamson, Bukala, Van Bergen, and Trenskow. Van Bergen, is he related to Mitchell Van Bergen? They kind of look similar. And Mitchell had a goal this week too. Worst thing, I had a Browers 100 unused. Oh no, Mike. You know what, Mike? Wait a minute. Mike, if it makes you feel any better, I'm pretty sure I did too. Oh, wait. Wait, where's Browers? Oh, there he is. Midfielder. Oh, I wasn't thinking about Luke Browers. I was thinking of, who's this guy I have? I think he plays for Telstar. Oh, wait, I want to do league. Here we go. Oh, Brower. That's who I have, not Browers. Do you think PSU fans will actually give Goose Till some props now? He doesn't give props to anybody. You think Goose Till's going to be the one to break the record? Get out of here. All right. MLS. I actually know a couple people who are going for the top streak. Let's see. Did anyone get there? 1, 2, 3, 4. One person hit the fifth streak in limited, but 4 hit it in rare. Holy. Can that be right? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So 38 people. There was some week where everybody got it. I don't even remember that. Obviously, they're a little lower. The levels are a little lower. But then Machine Dean. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Friend of the show. Machine Dean, member of the Laird Social Club. Rocco Rios Novo, Jordi Alba, Sergio Busquets, Lionel Messi, and Tadeo Allende. 492. Get in. Yeah. I mean, when Miami win 4-0, you're going to see some Miami stacks. Oh, there's Sun. Oh, Bearhalter. Oh, this is actually very different. As I'm like, yeah, Miami stacks, and now it's just Messi. Takaoka, Wagner, Bearhalter, Sun, and Messi. And then there's the same. So 460, 587. Machine Dean must just have the higher collection bonus or XP and all of that. Rocco Rios Novo, Alba, Busquets, Allende, and Messi. So same lineup. Pug had Wagner, Takeo, Bearhalter, Allende, and Messi. And then I'm pretty sure Don Q said, I have the exact Miami stack, but drier instead of Allende. Hopefully he can deliver the goods tonight. That's right. I forgot that we had him. We still have a game to play. Fulham in first right now in super rare. Matt Freeze, Jordi Alba, Sergio Busquets, Messi, and Boanga. Pranksy in third, surely with let's see, Loris, excuse me. Wagner, Evander was so bad apparently. Sun and Messi. And then there's still unique competitions, and that's where Pranksy, I believe, hit golden goal. 650 points. The pot is split evenly. Pranksy took the whole podium, and then 657 points with this, winning the golden goal. I don't even know what $6,750 he won with that lineup. Pretty standard lineup. Fun one. Challenger and contender. I'm just going to quickly do this. Challenger won with a Nordjylland stack. Wow. Hansen, Markman, Urenki, Prince, and Rojkar. I don't know how you would say that. 553. Whew. 553. Was it just Nordjylland all over? It was. Except this one, Casper Schmeichel, Bardaki, and Asensio thrown in there. No Portugal this week. So lineups are a little different here. Nordjylland top here as well in rare, 572, 567.43, and 567. They're just all Nordjylland here. Wow. Super rare. Mickey, I was going to say, is Mickey here? Mickey is first place right now, 2,500, and second place. Wow, hold on a second. Let's see here. Hansen, Latin Maki, I guess. Urenki, super rare. Rookie card. Love that. Prince, rookie. Wow. Mickey, well done. And then Hansen. Oh, that was the first place. Second place, Markman, unique. In-season unique. I wonder if he won more. Probably not. Let's see. Did Mickey win more from the second place lineup because of the unique or not? Missed the fifth streak in Challenger by 30 points. So 2,500 for first place plus another 125 for the ceiling bonus. 1,200 plus another 1,000. So that's 2,200. So not quite, but very close. The extra $1,000 for that in-season Markman, because everything else is a super rare still, right? Yeah. Have to imagine that paid itself off. Great lineup, Mickey. That's exactly that's how you do it. 16th in Ligue 1, limited. Oh, that's an arena. That's awesome. That's awesome. Well done, Mickey. And then let's see. This is Challenger. So 2 people hit the 5th streak in Challenger Limited. That's after 4 did it the game week before. And it looks like we are still looking for our first one to hit it in rare. One person did get to the 4th one in rare. Surely there's some games today. So let's see. I say that very confidently, like surely, but maybe not. We got some Turkey, Trabzonspor. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Man, I don't know why I got so fired up from Mickey winning that, but anyway. All right, and contender was the Boca show. Boca 2-0 win. Marquezine, Di Loyo, Merentiel, and Blanco from Boca, and then a Barco classic thrown in there. Second place, Zlomasic, Nauraki, Tony Fruk, Joe Gelhart. And I don't even know who this is. Park Chan Young, of course. And then UG Beast, Marquezine, Deloyo, Park Jin Siab, Nauraki, and Fabian Reese. Still don't know what to think about contender. But anyway, in rare, QTN won it with a Schalke defensive stack of Ernst and Leisner, Fraser Hornby, Lidberg from, is that Darmstadt? No. I don't even know what team that is. Oh, it is Darmstadt, yeah. And Christian Fashnat. So $1,100 right there for QTN. Well played. Ntawe, Marquezine, Block. This is the Boca stack with Leandro Paredes classic from PSG. Wow. And then here we have a Dynamo. Oh my God. 517 points. I saw this. I forgot about that. That's Hertha, not Schalke. Thank you, Mike. You're right. Schalke. I mean, Hertha. Jagasic, captain, 97. Shout out to Mike Baston. Tony Fruck, Sergi Dominguez, Nastrovsky, and a DNP goalie. And he finished 14 points back. Oh my gosh. Oh, that is killer. Omarion said it correctly. R.I.P. First place in contender super rare. Kastenmeier, Lautaro Blanco, Miha Zaj, Barish Attic, and Vaco. Vaco captain, no less. Stake box with the Hertha defensive. Nope, sorry, just Ernst. Yeah, so 2 Bundesliga. And then, what is this? A little Swiss action. And then those, yeah. And then for contender streaks, what do we got here? Did we look at this already? No, we didn't. 12 people hit the 4th streak in limited. Nobody hit it in rare. Jeez. And then nobody hit the 5th either. On the plus side, you can still podium with a DNP, so why the need for subs? I know you're just trying to rile everyone up, Mike. And it's working. It's working. I'm just going to quickly, there's no cash here, but I'm just going to look at champ, first and second place. Or, I'm sorry, in limited and rare. Petrovic, Upamecano, Van Hecke, Olise, Zaire Emery, Yamal, and Greenwood. Wins it in rare. Limited is Gulashi, Raum, Diaz, that's Ruben Diaz, Olise, Bellingham, Kane, and Amiri. 49 points from Amiri. They still won it. 675 points. My gosh. Super rare is Providel, Upamecano, Stanisic, Jude, Bellingham, Enzo, Mbappe, and Kane. Oh, there is a unique, I didn't realize this. Falcone, shout out to John Nellis. If you know, you know. Murillo, oh my goodness. The Nottingham Forest stack with Vladimiro Falcone, who lost away to Lazio, currently the top of Champ Unique. That's amazing. Can I imagine? MTF has crazy lineups. Raya, Upamecano, Tapsoba, Rice, Bruno Guimaraes, Thiago, and Schlotterbeck. Pranksy threw in Donnarumma, Ruben Diaz, Timber, Declan Rice, Soboslai, Gakpo, and Fernandez. And then Nanzo had Mignon, just an AC Milan stack. Nope, never mind. Mignon, Matteo Gabbia, Senesi, Tonali from when he was at Milan, Tomori, Pulisic, and Fofana. Jeez. All right, under 23. Verbruggen, Lukeba, Yori Bass, Olise, Bellingham, Yamal, and Goetz. Oh, QTN plays this too. Does he have like 200 lineups? Anyway, rare is Chevalier, Kubarsi, Carreras, Olise, Bellingham, Yamal, and Greenwood. That's a fun lineup of like superstars. It's just so much respect to the older one, like the Chevalier Lille card, Carreras, Benfica, Olise, Crystal Palace, and Dortmund, Jude. I love it. I just love that stuff. Super rare, Chevalier, Yori Bass, Matt Smets, Olise, Arda Güler, Bellingham, and Yamal. Luke S. My goodness, that is a lineup. And then in unique, Dream Villain wins it. Apollo, Markman captain, Hugo Siquet, Kenzo Goodmine, I don't even know who that is, Park Sang-hyuk, Juho Latinmaki, and then Edouard Michaud. Where is he now? Oh. Is he at Ajax? Oh, no, Sparta. Or Sparta Rotterdam or Fortuna. I don't even know. All right. Do we look at All-Star? What it takes to win an All-Star? All right, limited: Chevalier, Ruben Diaz, now Rocky, Arda Güler, Bellingham, Mbappe, Yamal. That's in limited. Rare: Raphael Salinger, who I don't even know who he plays for now. Hibs. Why not? Jordi Alba, Eric Garcia, Wendell, Jude Bellingham, Messi captain, and Gerard Moreno. That's VC Famont, first place. Well done. Super rare: Refo, Muslera, Timo Leschert, who's in China, I know. Branco Ampuero, Vako, Tabakovic, McGrath, and Kaitshvili. This is why people play super rare. Because you could throw this lineup out, score 715 points, and possibly win a star super rare. Third place: Toby Layson, Serginho Dest, I don't even know, Thyman Blockzilge. Like, who are these guys? Vitor Roque. No way. And in unique: Nicholas Moritz, Skriniar, Elvedi, Bernardo Silva, Marco Asensio, Van Hecke, and Wiefer. Pranksy wins this one. 4,000 unique essence. Whew, okay. That was game week 29. And now we look ahead to the midweek. So we have European champions. It's just Champions League this week, right? Right. We don't have any, or do we? Yeah, I think it's just Champions League. So here are the matches. They start tomorrow, Tuesday, kicking off with Ajax, Benfica, Galatasaray against USG. And yeah, let's see. We have any big ones? Liverpool hosting PSV. That's kind of like big from a Sorare perspective. Sporting at home against Club Brugge is fun. PSG Spurs. Oh yeah, Arsenal Bayern. But wow. Atletico Madrid against Inter. Everyone excited about Monaco going to Paphos, even though Monaco are absolute trash. But shout out to Paul Pogba. He's back. Pog back. Chelsea, Barcelona. Leverkusen at Man City. Juventus at Bodo Glimt. Newcastle at Marseille. Yeah. All right. Let's see what we got. Actually, do we have the odds? Well, the odds aren't here. Wonder if we can find the odds somewhere. I was going to go to Sorare Inside. It's not going to be here. Oh, is it actually going to be here? No. All right. I'll just go to Sorare Inside. Just to see kind of like who the biggest favorites are coming in for this game week. So this is the midweek. Al Hilal. Wow, Aston Villa against Young Boys. Forest, fresh off of their winning at Anfield, and now Forest host Malmo. Wow. I feel like this is giving too much respect to Man City and not enough respect to Bayer Leverkusen. Now, I don't think Leverkusen are going to win, but 9%? 9? Liverpool 79%? Is this a not like a revenge game, but didn't Gakpo come from PSV? Didn't he? I don't know why I'm using this method to see. But yeah, he did. But okay. Napoli home against Karabag, but no in-season cards. I guess let's look at the prize pool really before we do anything. Okay. So in limited, we currently have 9,400 players, entries, excuse me, not players. 2,500 to first. Cash pays down to 100th, which gets $30 and 1,000 essence. And then we've got some market credits down to 500th, excuse me. Essence down to 2,000th and XP to the top 50%. which seems reasonable. That's all unlimited. In rare, $3,000 to first place. Cash goes down to 40th. It's $50. Market credits after that. Essence, that's market credits down to 100, excuse me. Essence down to 250, and then 50% get XP. And then in super rare, 5,000 to the top. Cash goes down to 5th. So 5 places get cash. 6th through 20th get market credits. 21st through 20th get Essence and XP. If I finish 20th, or excuse me, 21st with all super rares, I must get unique Essence, unique XP? Okay. So that's the in-season one, and obviously there is a European champion. Oh, there is European leagues. Excuse me. Why didn't that show up in the... Because I just didn't even look. European leagues and European champions. My fault, everyone. And then we obviously have Classic, which is SO7. Let me go back here. So we're not just looking at the European champions. We've got Man City, Liverpool, Napoli, Real Madrid. Oh, wait, Copenhagen. Excuse me. Copenhagen. But not many in-season. Are there any in-season Copenhagen cards? I don't know. Real Madrid away to Olympiacos. PSG at home against Spurs. Galatasaray kind of big favorites against USG. Monaco. I just can't trust Monaco. Genuinely, I just can't do it. I'll jam in a lineup because I have to, or because I have the cards, but nothing makes you feel less confident than putting in a Monaco lineup, even against Paphos. Sporting against Club Brugge, Dortmund, Villarreal, Benfica firmly favored away to Ajax. I mean, Ajax have been pretty bad, but still. Arsenal 47% against Bayern Munich. Okay. Juve traveling to face Bodo Glimt. Is JPH back? Maybe. Illness. Maybe on Evian. That's gross. Anyway, Juve playing on the plastic. You never know. Chelsea favored at home against Barcelona. Really? Really? Okay. Atletico Madrid favored against Milan. Inter, excuse me. Athletic Club favored away to Slavia Prague. Newcastle favored away to Marseille. I don't know how I feel about that one. And then Atalanta favored away to Eintracht Frankfurt. So Man City and Liverpool seem to be like because the next two, Napoli and Copenhagen don't have many in-season cards. And frankly, I don't even know who you would play from Napoli anymore. Just mix sauce. I'm old enough to remember when Alex Merritt was a locked-in starter for them. Okay. Fair enough. Let's look at the European leagues. I feel like these are like real Sorare OG teams. So there's Villa at home against Young Boys, 84%. Forest, 83% against Malmo. AZ, 81% against Shelbourne. I don't even know what Shelbourne FC is. Where is this club? Ireland. I probably should have known that. Anyway, Betis at home against Utrecht. And I believe I saw Isco with an assist in his return. He is nowhere to be seen. Oh no, here he is, 20%. I think that's what I saw. Is he back? Oh, he is back. How long did he even play? Oh, 30 minutes. All right. Big chance created, turned into a goal. Okay. Bologna, huge favorites against Salzburg. Wow. Really? You say every Euro game week that you don't know where Shelbourne are from. I feel like I've never even seen that. Like I've never mentioned them before. I would say that, but yeah, I'm surprised. Salzburg team looks very up in the air. Does say draft. But man, that's a tough one. Anyway, Shakhtar favored away to Shamrock Rovers. Porto big favorite against Nice. Are Nice just this bad? We don't have lineups. Is it just talking to Harry Trades over the last year about Nice that I think that they're better than they are, but they get absolutely smoked by Marseille at home, and now they're huge underdogs away to Porto? Omarion said yes, they are that bad. Okay, like where are they? How far do we have to go? 9th? I didn't realize Strasbourg were 5th. Good for them. Angers 11. Man, ahead of Paris FC. Look at that. Yeah, Lens level on points with Marseille. If you told me Monaco hadn't won a game all season, I'd believe you. That's how much I despise them right now. Anyway, Roma, the disrespect here. 69% favored against Midtjylland. Get out. That's probably right. Red Star Belgrade, 68%. Fener against Ferencvaros. That's a tough. Look at that. It's just like a letter game. Fenerbahce, Ferencvaros. 67%. Stuttgart favored away to Go Ahead Eagles. I have a lot of these cards. This is making me feel slightly better, but I don't really have the ones up here. Lille at home against Zagreb. That's fair. Fiorentina against AEK. Feyenoord, huge favorites against Celtic. Panathinaikos against Sturm Graz. Really? Oh, I guess they're usually pretty good. Celta Vigo away to Ludogorets. Lyon away to Maccabi Tel Aviv. I'm not sure where that game is. Mainz favorite. Vallecano against Slovan Bratislava. Wow. Palace strongly favored away to Strasbourg. That's probably right. Nice. Omarion said if Dante doesn't play for Nice, they're garbage. Okay. Simple as that. Rapid Vienne underdogs. Genk favored at home against the Shakiris. Rijeka. Man, this is everyone in this thing. There's Braga. All right. Obviously, from an all-star perspective, we're going to see some other teams here, or see some of the same teams. But we do have Al Hilal, the top favorite. So those of you who have like Malcolm, yeah, it's Malcolm season. Teo Hernandez, Koulibaly. Okay. I'm not sure we have any like how many other non-European ones? Or European. Excuse me. Yeah, nothing exciting. That's where I just go and make my own lineups. Let's see. And for those of you who are living under a rock and haven't seen it, we do have the odds in the game right now. Is it on the basic view? Oh, it is. Okay. So we've got Fener. We're home against that was Ferencvaros. Porto against Nice. Strasbourg at home against Crystal Palace. No odds are showing there. That's kind of weird. Lille at home against Zagreb. Is that who that was? Yep. Okay. And Stuttgart away to go ahead Eagles. It's like frustrating because it's actually a decent number of good matchups. I do love a home team. And I do love pairing guys like that. So let's see here. We've got Stiller away to go ahead. Barco picked up a red card this weekend, so he will not play this weekend, like the following next weekend. So obviously plays at home against Crystal Palace. It is kind of a tough matchup, though. I actually don't have many midfielders. Lille. Do I play Haraldson with the other Lille guys? So I'll play Stiller here. Turgaloo, and then let's see. I'll play Kiwior with Diogo Costa. Watanabe at home against Celtic. He's had such a weird last few games. Like he was awesome to start the season for Feyenoord. 85, 49, 82, 73. And then it just kind of fell apart. And then he was like, oh no, I got 100 in me. And then it took him 3 games to score over 100 combined. Like, what is that? What happened to him? But do we dare just go with it against Celtic, who we know pretty questionable in European play? Nobody tell Quinny. All right, let's get that Lille team in. Or no, the Porto one. Porto and Lille. I mean, we can do this because we kind of coincided with Feyenoord falling apart as well, losing 4 of their last 5. I mean, it seems like that would be pretty coincidental. Fernandez Pardo, why is he only 70%? Why? Just first draft, that's why. Broholm is there. That's an interesting one. I do like Fernandez Pardo. So I'm basically splitting a Lille stack, and you'll see what I mean. Because I have Mandy and Ozair. Do I play Froholt? I could play. What's your opinion on just skipping European leagues for the most part and playing those cards in other places? The prize pool seems so shallow. Where else would you even play them, though? Do I just get lazy and go full Lille? Oh, there he is. Ozair. I could play Verdonk, but I also have Mandy. Or Broholm. Actually, I can just pull up my... Froholt is doubtful. Seems to always be. Froholt, I mix up Froholt and Broholm all the time. And they both always seem just like they're not going to play. He just had a goal off the bench. Or I just go the defensive stack. I usually don't like to play full Porto because they're just so boring. There's Costa, Kiwior. I have El Canus against Go Ahead. Barco against Crystal Palace. Wasn't Barco supposed to go somewhere in the Prem? Or is Chelsea own him? Is that what it is? Although, no, I think Strasbourg owned him. He was at Brighton. That's what it was. But he's at home now anyway. Or we just play sort of the boring guys from Fenner. Gosh, Robert Lubicic. Talisca's been in form, if you will. That was a goal off the bench. Now you're like, why didn't you just play him with the other guy, other Fenner guys? We can play anyone here. El Canus or Barco or I don't love Strasbourg. Pepe is going to start. Don't usually love playing Pepe. What's the call here, guys? Let's go with Barco for now. Pepe was my other thought. Let's see what Porto looks like. Arena, All-Star, even Classic might give better ROI. I don't know about that. Like, let's see what All-Star looks like. Oh, wait, hold on. That was the current game week. Here we go. What does All-Star look like? So right now in Division 1, there are 2,000 lineups. Top 25 win a star. Top 375 win a card, like 1,000 essence, basically. Top 250 win a tier 2. I feel like if you have in-season, like maybe it's just because of the way that my gallery is set up that I'll probably have a lot of classic cards anyway. Oh man, this one's getting relegated. How am I getting relegated from All-Star this week? All-Star Limited right here. Oh, okay. Maybe not. 3 guys to play. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. I don't know. I don't know. I think if you have mostly in-season cards, you should play in season. Now, I guess you can make the argument that if a lot of people do that, then you're just better off playing them in Classic because, well, actually, I don't think that's right. All right, let's see. Newble. It's Chabot is hurt. Great. Tagliafico. Archie Brown. This is going to be a very random lineup here. Don't know if anyone there. Pepe. It's a lot of 70%, which I never love. Gabri Vega, would love it if he played. I wonder if this is going to end up being late swap or late deadline. Like, none of these guys are good. Braga away to Rangers. That seems like not an ideal situation, but maybe it is. This is kind of an ugly one. I would also the European leagues and European champions is there's no promotion and relegation. So looking at Oh, I forgot about Monaco. Hold on. European leagues. Or are Monaco in the Champions League? I don't even know. Oh, they are. Yeah, I just don't see myself playing them. Let's see. Trubin away to Ajax. Herdecki away to Paphos. And Ruiz Silva at home against Club Brugge. Or Chevalier home against Tottenham. Like from an odds perspective, it's obviously Chevalier. Isn't EuroLeague's comp late deadline? It usually is, but it's not always. Let me double check. Oh, yeah, 2 days. Great call, Mike. So, yeah, hopefully some more news comes out on that one. And so I don't have to worry about that one. But, yeah, I guess I should do the Champions League ones because that deadline is tomorrow. Pacho. Sorry, somebody was sending me an offer for Gonzalo Inacio, which I don't want. Anyway, Vitinha. So just a PSG stack of what I have. Do I just go for it? Kvaratskhelia and no, I need an in-season one. I got nobody else from PSG. Oh, wait, Lucas Hernandez. Oh, because Nuno Mensch is going to play. Just throw a Trincao in there because I have him, because I have multiple. Oh, wait, Upamecano. Oh, no, not against Arsenal. You know, a little differentiation. Although surely somebody's going to have Chevalier, Nuno Mensch, Vitinha, João Neves, and Kvaratskhelia, something like that. We ride. And then let's see. Do we go with Sporting at home? I guess I have four. I'm going to have 4 lineups. And I'm going to just be lazy. Oh, Pote's out. I forgot about that. How long is he out for? Trincao? Yeah. I forgot about that. Trincao, and then I'll just play Diomande. Oops. I don't know why I think it's just because, and Don's like, I think the argument is if you put more effort into this, then you can really take advantage of midweeks. And I almost feel like I get lazy, as you see, as I just jam in team stacks here. FCK against, oh yeah, that was a good one. But here I am again, just jamming in. I don't need who are they playing? Ajax, right. Do we just throw in? The only reason I don't want to throw cards in like this is like, oh, maybe Jude. That would be fun. Maybe I should put Jude in one of those other lineups. Here, hold on. Let's throw. Yeah, let's throw Suzuki in. And I'll even captain him. Can we put Jude somewhere else? Whoop. What was that first lineup? Oh no, I can't play Jude. I have to play Jude in here if I play Jude. But European Champions class. See, so to go back to what you're saying, Don, I have a decent number of European. Well, actually, I don't even know if I have a decent number. Let's see who we have. Like you saw that Bellingham, Marcos Lopez. I got some of the Napoli guys who are against Karabag. Hakimi's hurt. Siket away to Sporting is not a great one. Çalhanoğlu is away to Atletico Madrid. But yeah, Elianasi, Bellingham. I actually don't have one. Like, I think this is where I end up trying to play All-Star with those guys. It just feels like there are going to be so many limited cards. Oh my gosh, Tigres against Tijuana. Sorry, there are going to be so many like really, really good cards in the classic versions of those that I don't mind playing the European leagues for cash and then just throwing my others in All-Star. Although, to be honest, like these aren't even great matchups. Like Guzman, Lopez, and I need two. Let's see. I don't even think that's like a matchup play right there. LU, because they're like one of the biggest favorites. Jude is going to Olympiacos. Is that really going to happen? Wow, Tadic is back. That would be fun. Maybe. Al Awada. No odds on that one? Oh, here they are. 53%. Tadic and no one else. Doku against Bayer Leverkusen, and then it's so funny to see Liga MX cards just like randomly. I guess it's Liga MX playoffs. So like I could play this, I guess. I actually could play a super rare line. Could I play a super rare lineup? Benny Traore, LEU. I think I only have one. Yeah, if Evian doesn't play, then I'm stuck. Because I might have two. Yeah, I have. It's one of those I have the lineups, and obviously All Stars not late swap either, or not a late deadline. So I have the European leagues and European champions, of which, oh wait, I still have another European champions lineup. Yeah, the Monaco. What could go wrong with Monaco? Teze's only 60% because he played this weekend. Let's see. First draft, be careful of rotation, of course. So I have Kerrer. Okay. Where was Teze? Wasn't. Oh, here he is. Sorry. Do I have a Kerrer? Oh, I do have a Kerrer. All right. Camara, if he's back, or I go back to Benfica away to Sporting, or we just throw in Jude. Actually, I don't know if I have a. So Balogun, part of the more Monaco against Paphos. Do we go with some Sporting or Benfica? I think that's all we have. Why not? Monaco and Jude Bellingham. Where's Pogba? I know he's not really going to get a start, but I'm stupid enough to just throw Pogba in if he started. Just because I want to use that card so badly. Oh, man. How cool would that be? Soon. I don't know how it works out, though, with Zakaria, Kamara, and Pogba all together. Think we have any cheap guys for Arena? 56. I just don't have that many goalies is the problem. Pender's on a 49 against Crystal Palace isn't terrible. He is at home. Marcos Lopez is a 45. Wow. Wonder if I could do. Wait, where's Benny? This feels incredibly stupid. Oh, 56 is probably too high. LU, Benny, 49. What do we got? 51 left. Goryaran. He's the only one. Do we think this can win an arena? I don't win a lot of super rare essence is the problem. But it fits. Copenhagen are huge favorites. Now, Midtjylland are away to Roma. That's not great. Basel are away to Genk. And Tigres are away to Tijuana. It's tempting, though. It's tempting just because I can. And if I played this in All-Star, it's kind of like Olafsson, Lopez, Mads Beck, Eliu, Evjen. No, I'm sorry. Goryaran, Traore, and I don't even know if I have another player. No relegation, though. Let's see. Olafsson, Lopez, Beck, Eliu, Goryaran, Benny Traore, and then, yeah, who knows? I don't know if this Ko Myung-seok plays for Buriram United or not. He did previously. Clearance off the line. But I can't tell. I don't know. What would you guys do? All-Star or... Because I only have... Oh, I now have 1,000 essence. Here we go. I should just craft one right now. Just go right in, but I'm not going to. Anyway. So those are pretty much like what we... Tough game against Ulsan. Sorare Soul. What's up? Yeah, I don't really want to play him. But I also wouldn't have to use Essence to play Arena to get those cards in. Again, I don't know. Are we going to see great super rare lineups in super rare Arena during this midweek? I don't know. Not to say my lineup was great, but it might be good. I don't know if it's good enough. Again, it likely needs Lopez and Elianasi. Craft a super rare Mbappe and captain him an all-star. That's an idea. That's an idea, Dave. I'm not sure I want to go that far. But it's good advice. I'll see if I can try to do that craft. I think I'm actually winning. Actually, I don't think I'm winning any super rare essence. Yeah, I just don't win super rare essence that much. And I was a DNP away from... Actually, I was way more than a DNP away. Oh, well. I wonder if there are U23 goalies. Here we go. So, oh yeah, duh. Trubin, Penders, Chevalier, Atabolu, Hornacek, Owusu Adoro, and Olmet. I don't even know who this guy is. Bastia? Oh, he's not playing. So, I don't think I have... Oh, I do. I could put a U23 lineup in. Seems very, very dumb, given the cards I have to do it, though. There's some, Arda Guler and Caicedo and... Ulsan playing a weekend lineup. The B is still strong. Seoul rotated a bit against him and still won 3-0. I don't know. But anyway, if anybody's familiar or unfamiliar with this, if you are kind of building your U23 lineup, I mean, I guess I could just show you right here. Like I'm not actually going to submit this one, but if you are trying to put a lineup together and you're like, you want to get a better player in. Yeah, this is actually a decent lineup. So anyway, let's say you have a missing spot and you're like, oh, let me just go to the market and see like what the best players are. And it's sorted by power grade and stuff like that. And then you could just see how much they are and can add them right to your lineup. Like if I wanted to add an Arda Guler for $97.89, you could do that right there, right in the lineup builder, which is pretty cool. Let me just take him out before I spend $97 on a card I'm not going to use. Man, this is kind of tempting. This is a decent U23 lineup, just as I was like, are there any good lineups out there? Wait, Trubin, and I could play, yeah. Oh, Diamande's there too. Man, now you guys have me thinking. I'm not going to do this. I don't play. What am I going to do with the U23 podium? In Division, it is Division 1. Star Super Rare. Like, do I really want to win a Yamal? I don't know. I'd rather win $20. That is such a cool, like, what an awesome prize pool. 204 Yamal, 162 Elise left. But anyway, this is this star tier for U23. Yamal, Elise, Greenwood, Guler, Saka, Bellingham, João Neves, Chevalier, Nuno Mensch, Doku, Risser, Carreras, Caicedo. I mean, my goodness. Did I see Troy Parrott? I did. Wow. I didn't know he was still U23. Weird. Anyway, before I do something like this, thinking's never good for you. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate that. Before I get into and end up doing something I don't feel like doing, or I'm going to regret. Thank you to everybody for coming. If you like Sorare content and are unfamiliar with the other Sorare content that I do, excuse me, you can find it over on Sorare with Laird. That's the YouTube channel. You can just search that up. It's also just youtube.com/ I think they use the @ symbol and then Sorare with Laird. I stream there almost every weekday, mostly about Sorare, but not always, sometimes about food. And if you want to, support the content any further, I do have a Patreon as well. It's called the Laird Social Club. Has access to some exclusive videos as well as a community Discord that is extremely, fun. And again, doesn't just cover Sorare. There's a whole IRL section that people share meals that they've had while they were going out, trips that they've gone on, half marathons that they've run, and it's just a really fun time. And so if that's something that you're looking to do, again, it's called the Laird Social Club. It's over on Patreon. Patreon.com/ Andrew M. Laird is where you can sign up for that. And is kind of the home to all of the content that I do and is still, mostly Sorare. So check that out. But thank you to everybody for coming. Appreciate all the feedback and the comments throughout the live chat. If you're watching this back, you can catch the show every Monday live at 5 o'clock Central Europe time, 4 o'clock. It starts at least in the UK, 11 a.m. on the East Coast of the United States, 8 a.m. on the West Coast. And so Yeah, fundamentally, it's the price of a coffee. That's right. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate that. Mike is a member, so come join Mike. Anyway, thanks everyone for coming. Enjoy the week. Make sure you get outside.